So we are going to move on to Chapter 3 in PowerPoint, and it's reusing a presentation and adding media and animation. So at times you're going to need to revise a PowerPoint. Changes may include inserting and adding effects to photos, altering the colors of photos and illustrations, and updating visual elements displayed on the slide. Applying a different theme, changing fonts, and substituting graphical elements can give a slideshow an entirely new look. Adding media, including sounds, video, and music, can enhance a presentation and help audience members retain the information being presented. Adding animation can reinforce important points and enliven a presentation. So, instead of opening up PowerPoint, I'm going to give you a PowerPoint file that's called Spokes. So go ahead and open it from that, and you will see Spokes Bike Club. What we're going to do is we're going to take what they've already made and we're going to make it even better. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to insert a photo into slide 1. So make sure slide 1 is showing, and then insert pictures, and we are going to put in the hidden bike file. So you should have already downloaded that, and let me find mine. Okay. Okay, so now that should be inserted into slide 1. We want this whole photo to cover the slide, and you see it stops. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag it on both sides and down. So now that it covers the whole slide. Next, we are going to change the color of our photo. So with the photo selected, go to your Format tab, and then Color. And you can see there's a lot of different options you can do with your photo. And we are going to do point to saturation 400%. Oops. Okay, it should be the last one in the color saturation row. Okay, let's go ahead and click slide 3. Okay, what we're going to do here is add an artistic effect to the photo. Artists use a variety of techniques to create effects in their paintings. They can vary the amount of paint on their brushstroke, use fine bristles to add details, mix colors to increase or decrease intensity, and smooth their paints together to blend the colors. You can also do that by adding similar effects to your photos using PowerPoint's built-in artistic effects. So again, with the photo selected and under your Format tab, you can see artistic effects. And if you want, you can just go through and see what each one does to change it. We're going to pick, for this assignment, the cement option, which is the first one in the 4th row. Should be. And my computer is being slow. Okay, there we go. That's pretty cool how it changed that. Okay, so let's go back to slide 1. And here we're going to change the stacking order. So when you think of stacking order, think of a deck of cards. So all the cards are piled on top of each other, and you can bring forward, send backwards, bring to front, send to back, and you're just restacking your images and your text boxes. So on this slide, the photo is on top of our text box, and we cannot see our text. So what we need to do is send the photo to the bottom of the stack on this slide so we can see our letters. So go ahead, make sure our image is selected, and then up here you can see that bring forward, send backwards, and when you click your arrows you have more options. So what we want to do is we're going to send backwards and then send to back. And then you can see how it went backwards and then our words came to the front. Okay, so next, if you, oh, my phone's ringing, hold on. Okay, I don't know what I was saying, but if you want to move your words around, you can do that. You can call it your text box. Sometimes our book calls it a placeholder. So what we want to do is we want to move our words over here so it's not shadowing or covering up the left side of our screen. And basically, you can play with it, drag around your text box, and what we want is spokes on top and then Bike Club on the bottom. And my computer is being so funky. Okay, so like that. And then we don't need this bottom text box, the subtitle. So if you click on the outside of it and then you press delete, it'll go away. Always do that if you don't use a text box because you don't want just some random text box there with nothing in it. One little thing I don't think I've shown you is down here at the bottom are different options just for your view. So like you want to see all your slides in one space, you can do it that way. If you want to read it, you can do it that way. But mainly you just keep it in normal. But those are your options for viewing. Okay, so go ahead and go to slide 2. And we're going to go ahead and zoom in because we're going to be modifying small areas of this illustration. Okay, so the next step is to ungroup the biker illustration on slide 2. When you ungroup an illustration, PowerPoint breaks it into component objects. So then you can do different things to each part of the object. So go ahead, I'll show you. Click the biker photo, and then on the Format tab, we can go to Group, and we're going to click Ungroup, click Yes, and then do it again. I don't know why you have to do it twice. Okay, so now you can see how it's broken it up into many different pieces. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is change the color of his shirt. Go ahead and click outside and then click just his shirt. And we're going to change it to yellow. So let's see, shape fill, yellow. Okay, and then let's do it to the back wheel, yellow. And then we're going to do it to the front wheel. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to delete some of the clip art. We don't want this blue background anymore, so if you click on the blue background, hit delete on your keyboard, it'll take it off. And then let's go ahead and remove his little disgusting sweat droplets. Okay. And then we're done with the changes we want to make, so now we need to group the whole illustration back together. So what you have to do is you got to use your mouse, and this can be a little tricky. We're wanting to select the whole image again. There we go. So dragging your mouse from the bottom left to the upper right in a diagonal line will let you select that image again. So then format, group, now we're going to regroup it back together. Okay, I'm going to zoom back out. And I'm going to click outside. And then now it's one image again. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to copy our little new image over into our title slide. So go ahead, select our biker guy. We're going to copy, and then I'm going to go up to our title slide, and we are going to paste. Oops. I don't know why that moved. There we go. Okay, we're going to paste it in. And we're going to move him, make him a little bit bigger, and move him over. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to insert a video file into slide 3. So display slide 3. Let's see. Then you're going to go to insert, and you're going to go to video, and video on my PC. So you should have already downloaded this. I'm going to go find it on my end. Okay, we're going to insert mountain bike. Click on it, insert. May take a minute. Okay, so there is our video. We're going to trim the video file because we don't want it as long as it is. Okay, here's the play button down here. I'm going to go ahead and play it. And it's really long. So we're going to trim it up a little bit. If you go to playback, trim video. And here you can move where we want to start. And we want to start it at about 5.9, right there, right before 6 seconds. And then we're going to stop it on the other end at 29. You don't have to get it exact. Just get as close as you can. And then you can go ahead and sample that if you'd like. And then you can press OK. So now we've trimmed it to make it a shorter video. We can, once the video clip is in, then we can do some video options. So we want this video to play automatically when we get to this slide. We don't have to worry about starting it. So I clicked to start it automatically. And then we're going to change the volume to medium. And we want it to play full screen. And I think that's all we're going to do to the video right now. Okay, so you can insert video, and you can also insert an audio file. So go ahead and go to slide 1 and insert audio. Oops, sorry. Insert audio. Audio on my PC. And pedaling sounds. Okay, a box will pop up. I'm going to go ahead and move it down to the bottom so it's out of our way. And if you can hear it, it's like he's pedaling. We can adjust that too, so we're going to make it start automatically. And then we're going to click loop until stopped. And we want to hide this during the show. We don't want this box to pop up. So we're going to hide it during our show. All right, let's go back to slide 3, and we want to resize our video. So click format, click on your picture or your video format, and then we're going to resize it. So up here we want the height to be 5.5. We want the width to be 9.78. and we're going to drag it into the middle of the screen. Okay, we can add a video style onto our video also. So make sure this is selected and you have a bunch of different styles, and we're going to do the reflected perspective right. So it's an intense, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to add a video border. We're going to do 2 1/4 point border. We're going to change the border color. Let's see. Go ahead and choose yellow. I don't care which yellow you choose. Okay. Okay. Next thing we're going to talk about is animating slide content. So go ahead and go to slide 2 and click on our picture over here. And we're going to go to Format, and then we're going to make some changes. Sorry, go to Animations. Okay, here's where you can choose your animation. You can do that. You can add an animation. You can do effect options. Make sure you have your picture selected, and then we are going to choose from left. Let's try to find it. Sorry, we're going to choose fly in, and then we're going to choose from left. So it's going to fly in from the left side of our screen. And then the next thing we want to do is we want it to rock slightly after it flies in. So go ahead and click it again. And then add animation. And then teeter. Do we see teeter? There it is. Okay. So the animated biker will enter the slide from the left, stop beside the bicycle photo, and then teeter. It'll continue across the slide and exit in the lower right corner, but we can change that. So go ahead, select your photo again, go to Add Animation, go to Fly Out, and then we're going to pick where we want it to fly out. So we want it to fly out on our lower left corner. Okay. So you can when you're changing things around, you can always go up here and preview it and see if you like what it's done. If not, you can always go back and change it. So just like the animation we gave to the picture, you can also do it to your words. So let's go ahead and add similar animations to our 5 bulleted paragraph. So double click our paragraph and make sure you've got a solid line. Once that comes up, we can go to our animation, and let's click more so we get some more options, and let's choose fade. Okay, you saw how the duration was pretty fast. You can change that. So let's go up here and we'll make it 2 seconds. Okay, so now let's click the Add Animation button, and in the emphasis area, let's choose font color. And then we're going to change the start option to after previous so that it goes in order of what we want it to do. So right now, it comes in 2 seconds at a time, and then the font color should kick in. Okay, let's add another animation. Let's click underline. And then let's change that to with previous so it does it at the same time. So we'll watch it again. Okay. All right, so we're almost finished here. The following steps change the theme and variant for slide 2 only. So make sure slide 2 is still selected. Go to design. And we're going to choose our theme, retrospect. I think that's retrospect. Yep. Right click and apply to selected slides. That way it only goes to the slide 2 that we're on. And then same with variant. We're going to right click the green variant and apply to selected slides. Okay, and if you want to go through your slideshow, you can start from the beginning. And you hear your audio. And then I'm clicking with my space bar. And then that's going to start. And I'm going to end it because I don't want to watch the video. But there you have it. That's how you do chapter